Hello, everybody. This is Lily. Lisa. You can call me Lily. My sister used to call me Lily. Bless her soul, she passed away. I used to come in from town at 2 o'clock in the morning and I head for her room. Hey, Lily. 3 o'clock in the morning. She'd be wide awake. Everybody else would be asleep. I'd be creeping in from North Carolina, coming to New York. Anyway, so, let's start with motivation, and then we'll kind of move along. So, again, always start with this. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do something. If they don't support you, keep it moving. If they, ignore you, keep it moving. They want to stay in their same frame, then that's them. But, don't shy away from helping anybody. If they do want to do something, you always help them, and hopefully they'll help you. But anything you want to do, just keep it moving. Keep yourself encouraged, and look at things that keep you encouraged to do what you want to do. Because you're going to have those people out there that look at you like, you're not made to do this. You're not supposed to do this. Who told you you could do this? These are things that people think in their mind that you see that they are thinking, but they're actually not saying them. You know what I'm saying? So, just be precarious of those type of people. I would just keep it moving. Do your research. Do what you need to do to get where you want to be. It's very easy to get comfortable in a situation. When something is very easy and you just flowing every day and you just chilling, you're gonna have to do better, because if it's that easy and you're just chilling, then you ain't really working for it. You're not really busting your behind to, get what you want to get. So, I was watching something the other day. I was watching Shark Tank, and I love that show too. You guys watch that show. Y'all know I watch a lot of entrepreneur type of shows. And I love that show. The guy was like, he wanted her to quit her job and take on this business that she wanted to do full time. And, she was a nurse. She was a little bit reluctant at first, but she was like, I'll do it, But again, that's why sometimes it's easier for you to work a couple of days a week, and then you can put all your oil into your business. Or like somebody, I think one of the comedians, he just quit his job totally and just took his comedian act, full force. So, you never know. Just keep on doing it. Research. Google has everything in the world. If you want to find out how to do something, just research it. Keep that negativity away from you, because some people, I'm not saying everybody's weak-minded, or, there are some people that are weak-minded. Want somebody to tell you, oh, you can't do that. Get over there and sit down. Some people get over there and sit down. Don't do that. Don't do that. Put your guard up, block it out. I don't care, put your cotton in your ears and just keep it moving. You want to change your job, you want to change your pace, just keep it moving. And, watch out for those sheep. Watch out for those sheep, because a lot of people are, they put on different faces. They put on different faces. And, those are the ones you're going to have to watch out for. I'm telling you, you're going to have to watch out for them. It's like the plague. And it's unbelievable that the people are who walking around with the sheep is like, it's unbelievable. You go, really? Listen, stay away from that one. Stay away from that one. When you find out that the person behind that sheep is not the sheep, you don't have to say nothing. Just make sure you kind of back up a little bit and keep it moving, because there goes that narcissistic demeanor. So just be careful. I want y'all to stay fast. Stay fast on what you're doing, to stay focused. Okay? Stay focused. And again, you can email me, text me, whatever you want to do on the 203 number. The email, text, all those things is on my website. I'll be posting that on Facebook. I do put the website on Facebook. I put it on Twitter too. So, and under this YouTube channel, I'll put it on there too. You guys open the website. All that information is on there. And it's on my book too. We're going to talk about that too. I'm trying to cut this down, not be so long. I got to put my glasses on, y'all. Okay. So, Cut out the negativity. Okay. You need a quiet place to do what you have to do what you have to do. You know, if you're a receptionist and you want to go for billing and coding and you need to take more time to do that, take more time to do that. Start with getting the medical and billing Q&A. That's my study guide. Okay, start with that. All right, this is it. All right, this is the study guide. All right, this is the back. Yes, that's me. All right, I mean, I put a lot of graphics in here to try to make this book not boring. There's a lot of medical terminology in there. There's information about billing in there. There's coding in there. There's exam tips in there, what could be on your CPC. So get the book, check it out, and it can definitely be useful for you. On the website, you can go on the website too and purchase the book on the website. When you go on my website and purchase it, it will come from me. So, and I did mention on the website that I'm going to do that 60-day promotion with Facebook. So that's what's going on now, the 60-day promotion with the Facebook. Okay, so let's talk about discussion board for a second with the classroom. There's a new session coming up. I have 3 different classes in there, but you're going to have the code for the Sapphire class, the specific class. So just, you know, kind of be prepared to that. When you go in there, you might see 3 different classes, but it's only your class. You will only be allowed to go into your class. So in that session, in those classes, you will have quizzes can be uploaded in there once you take a test or an exam, or if I give you something Monday and you got to give it to me Thursday, you can also upload that in there. I'll put tips in there. I'll post stuff in there. So, you know, just kind of be prepared to that. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do like full sessions on there because I may not have time to do that at 100% right now. But you will be able to get into the classroom. I still will be able to do kind of like a one-on-one tutoring type of thing with you guys because I think that's where I'm headed for right now. So just kind of get that done. Shoot me an email. I will give you that. And then we can go from there. In the book, it does list in there how much the classes are, how much the sessions are, what comes with the book. There is courtesy sessions and quizzes that do come with the book. So when you purchase the book, let me know that you purchased the book. And that stuff comes with the book. I'll give you a code to do that. So just kind of be precarious to that. Who was that? I don't know. So those of you who want more in-depth, yeah, you have to be in the sessions because I can't go too far into YouTube. There's so much stuff that I go over every time I get ready to go on YouTube. I'll be trying to cut it down to 15 minutes. I'm already in 8 minutes. So, you know, just, you know, stay focused, stay happy. One day I open my Facebook, I'm at work, you know, I don't want to open my Facebook and I got somebody who's pissed off with somebody else. I'm not trying to really see none of that. So, you know, you guys, you're pissed off in the morning, you got to, you know, just tell God, look, take this away from me right now. I'm about to walk out the door. Because if you are upset at 6 o'clock in the morning, you're going to be pissed off until 5 or after that. That's not how you want to carry your day. It's not. You know, you want to go to work, you know, satisfied and happy. Even if you don't like it, just make it, you know, fake it till you make it. Whatever that saying is. So, you know, don't be putting none of that stuff on my Facebook. You know, I have family members that I done block from my Facebook because some of them just go ham and just start talking crazy. You know, my aunts and stuff is on my Facebook. My mom is on my Facebook. You understand? And, you know, I don't know if my kids is on there or not because they don't tell me. But don't put none of that negativity on my Facebook. Okay? I don't care if you're my cousin. I don't care who you are. If that's your thing and that's what you do, you have to keep them devils to yourself because I don't want that on my Facebook. Okay? Much respect to my aunts and much respect to my mother. You understand? Don't do it. Don't do it. You're mad at your man. You got some type of twisted narcissistic mind going on up in there and you're doing crazy things and, you know, don't put that stuff on my Facebook. Just block yourself from my Facebook. Okay? Thank you. Now, Let's talk about emails when you're at work. And a lot of the stuff I'm telling you is true stuff. You know, I started to send somebody an email Friday, and, you know, I'm looking at the email like, wait a minute. That sounds like I'm about to go after somebody. You know, and sometimes you don't even know. When you do read your emails over, sometimes you don't even know that your emails sound a little bit harsh, or like you might get misunderstood. You know what I'm saying? You might get misunderstood. So you want to check your emails before you actually send them out. You know what I'm saying? You remember how Michael was back in good times when, you know, he started talking about the tests, and, you know, their tests, our tests, you know, their demeanor, our demeanor. I'm not saying nothing, you know, derogatory or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, though, some people might think certain things one way, you're thinking this way, they're thinking another way. You got to just change it up. You know, you have all kind of demeanors, but, you know, you want to kind of blend in, make your words neutral, so they don't sound to other people like you're saying tomato and you're really saying tomato. Okay, so anyway, I didn't send that email. I pulled it back. I didn't send any email. I just, you know, I let it go and I went about it a different way. So just be careful of your emails. Okay. Another thing I wanted to tell you, when you guys go for an interview for billing and coding, mostly billing, they ask you for macros and VLOOKUP. I would go on YouTube and put in macros and VLOOKUP and just look at that thing over and over. They'll show you how to do that application in Excel, because some of them do require you to do that, and you're gonna have some tests on there, you know, on the Excel. So brush up on that and brush up on the Microsoft, because they'll ask you those things. The next thing is coding MIB. MIB is a class I had many years ago. All my students are in there. And it's medical insurance billing. That's what MIB is. The next book, the name of it is Coding MIB. MIB is for motivation, inspiration, and belief. It's also for medical insurance billing. So that's the next book. I'm working on that. I'm working on that too. So just look out for that. And that motivation and inspiration, that's where it comes from. Medical insurance billing, coding, that's where it comes from. Okay. And remember, my book it's pretty much suppressed with a whole bunch of stuff in it from other books. And the motivation for the book was the fact that my students used to carry like 4 books. We had 3 books. And then they had to bring like 3 to class. All those books that I showed you are books that, you know, we do use in the class. We use those now. So, you know, the medical insurance book, the language of medicine book, the ICD-10, the CPT, the Hicks pick. We had a customer service book. All these books. It is like, I felt bad for them because they had these big book bags. And, you know, every session we had to do, I needed to get stuff out of the book. So this one kind of breaks that down, and I can take just to a certain section and we can work on it. So this book will be available for schools. I'm working on something now to get this into the college that I had worked for in North Carolina, so that they can buy this. And I'm going to show them how to use this, even though they moved to California since, but I got contacts in California. So hopefully that goes well. But again, that's that motivation. Don't let anybody shut you down from what you want to do. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't let anybody shut you down from what you want to do. So, you know, the book is light. Throw it in your bag, however you want to do. You know, when we go over stuff in the session, in the classroom, have your book with you. You know, again, you know, this is like a tutoring session. So, you know, we want you to pass your exam. So again, in the sessions, you'll have quiz in there and different things in there for you to study with. It'll have a lot of things in it that you're going to use on your tests. So make sure you guys look at my website. All the information to contact me is on that website. And there's also a 1-hour session that we kind of talk about one-on-one. There's no fee for that. You know, there's no fee for, you know, the new classes and stuff like that. All that stuff is being thrown out to you for 60 days. And even after the 60 days, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Just my main thing is buy the book. Buy the book. Because I can do so many things on YouTube without paying is ridiculous. And it's for you. You know, it's for you guys. But you have to buy the book, because everything that I'm going to go through is going to go through my study guide and also the CPC study guide. You guys remember I did put that up. I hate to tell you, but that CPC study guide is $147. It's $129 on AAPC. That's just how much it is. You know, that's $1 million company. That's how much it is. Mine's is $41. I'm not coming down off the $41. But for the special, you guys, you know, you can get it for that special price for 60 days. So just, you know, send me an email. Let me know what you want. And you know how we'll go about doing it. So make sure you go on that website. It's sapphirefinancial.co. You should put, once you see my picture on it, you know it's me. So just be precarious of that. The prices are in there at the back of that book. Yeah, y'all know my picture's in it. So I'm gonna try to find that page that they're in here. But when you get the book, it's going to be a list in there of how you want to do it. This is it right here. You can't see it, but when you get the book, the prices and stuff are in there, okay, for the classes. And depending on how we work it out, everybody have their own individual class. If I have 2 students, 3 students, 4 students that all start at the same time, you'll all be on the same thing. Students that come in, they're going to start on the same thing that we start on. By the time we roll around, they'll be starting on something else. If you come in on anesthesia and we've already moved through anesthesia and I get a new student in, we're starting on whatever we're on. And then when we roll around, they'll get to anesthesia. Okay, so that's that. What do we have here? So yeah, just go online. Then we'll kind of go over that. Those of you who do join the sessions, you'll have an invoice. You'll have a structured plan for your class and what you want to do. If it's just coding, we just do coding. If it's just billing, we just do billing. Okay. So let's start on a little bit of anesthesia. Anesthesia. So in the anesthesia section, there's a website there. On your CPC exam, they may ask you, where do you get conversation factors from? Make sure you put CMS or you put ASA, that anesthesia website. Put it in your book, because sometimes they ask you stuff like that, like where do you get this from or where do you get that from? And you need to know CMSXYZ.com. Put that in your CPT book as one of your notes in case it's on your test. There is going to be stuff in there, how do you get this off of what website? And it's going to be multiple choice A, B, C, D, and you're going to pick the right one. Okay. And anesthesia, remember that the local anesthesia is not reported using anesthesia codes. Local anesthesia is included in the surgical package and not reported separately. Remember that. Put that in your CPT book. If you think you're not going to remember that, put it in your CPT book. Just remember, anesthesia, they have their own billers. Like the hospital and physician and stuff like that. Like, remember I was telling you about the ICD-10 PCS? That's like for inpatient code and stuff like that. People have different type of coders. Anesthesia has its own off-site office for anesthesia. Many years ago, I worked at a place called NAPA. I can't really remember. I did North American Partners in Anesthesia. That was just straight anesthesia billing. That's all they did over there. It was out there in Roslyn. I don't know if it's still there, but I remember Dr. Livingston from the OR. He was there. He was one of the head chiefs over there. I think he's still there. He was anesthesia doctor. He was real cool. He was one of the heads over there. But they did just anesthesia billing. Claims, anesthesia claims, fix their codes, XYZ. So, and anesthesia, it's in a class by itself. They already know you can't put modifiers for anesthesia on, regular CPT codes and stuff like that. So just kind of watch that. What time is it? 19:20. I said 15 minutes, but now it's already, 20 minutes in. Don't worry about it. We'll be all right. So, do not forget, in your anesthesia, those qualifying circumstances, that's on your test. I would go on the website And even though I did give them to y'all last week, you can still go in there and find out what's going to be on the test. It's not going to tell you exactly what's on the CPC, but it'll say for A&M, it's going to be 10 questions. For, you know, cardio is going to be 11 questions, muscle skeleton, 15. And it'll tell you what section it's going to be on. So I would do that. Just so I could kind of get used to what was going to be on it. When you get your study guide, I have stuff in there on that. So pretty much on what's going to be on the test or what could be on the test. So just be precarious of that. Something else I wanted to mention in anesthesia. Moderate sedation can be provided by a physician other than the surgeon, and an anesthesiologist may provide moderate sedation in these circumstances. So you guys know the surgeon can do the moderate anesthesia. So that's nothing. That's and this section is really small. That's in the guide for you guys to look at. It's very small. But, you know, people get stuck on it. People get stuck on the anesthesia. The main part that you're going to have trouble with is those RVUs. So when you get your book, make sure you write down how that thing goes. Okay? I'm going to look for it and repeat it one time. I don't want to repeat it. I'm going to do it anytime. Base plus time plus physical status modifiers plus qualifying circumstances multiplied by the conversation factor for non-Medicare payers. For Medicare, the calculation for anesthesia services is base plus time multiplied by the Medicare conversation factor of the region. All right, I printed this off so you can see the conversation factors. All right. Can't really see it, but you can go on the website and look at it. Go on CMS or go on the anesthesia website, ASA, and type in CV or conversation factors, and that'll pull up. And it looks like Queens is the highest one. So Queens conversation factor is 25.76. Long Island is 25.62. North Carolina is 21.63. Okay, so just kind of go over there. We'll go over that in the session. You know, when we do a one-on-one section, this is how I'm going to do it. When you guys are doing the study and you're getting stuck, Miss Lambert, I have no idea what this is. I cannot decipher this. This is when you, Miss Lambert, I need 1 hour. Okay, Miss Lambert, I need 1 hour. That's going to be for the 1 hour. Then we're going to try to figure out how you can retain that information and understand it, because there's no way you're going to breeze through that test if you don't understand something. Don't schedule for that test if you feel like you're not ready for it. Now, on the other hand, if you want to schedule for that test and you want to see how well you do, you want to see where your weakness is, go ahead. I mean, I got tell you like $400. You that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. The second one is free. Okay, so that's that with the conversation factors. We finished with the anesthesia. I'm not going to do anesthesia no more. I'm just giving you points on anesthesia. We're not doing I'm not going to read the whole anesthesia section. It's a wrap. Forget about it. But we're going to finish with that. But as far as muscle skeleton, I'm only jumping to muscle skeleton because I have this thing in front of me. And this is on your test. This will be on your CPC exam. I don't know which ones, but they will be there. I mentioned comminuted fracture last time. This is musculoskeletal system, okay? These are fractures. The comminuted fracture has multiple fragments and is produced by severe direct violence, okay? A closed fracture or simple fracture. Definition is broken and it's contained within the skin. This is when, if you break your arm, it doesn't pierce through the skin. Okay, I would do that one. Which other one I would be precarious about? A greenstick fracture produced by compression or angulation forces in log bones or children younger than 10. The bone is cracked on one side and intact on the other side due to softness. That's like when a tree breaks and the tree don't break all the way and it starts looking like a twig. You're like, you try to break a tree and it really didn't break, and you're trying to kill it. You're trying to break it. It's not really broke. That's a greenstick fracture. So, watch that. I would just kind of do all the fractures because they're going to be on there. Spiral fracture, sharp pointed ends produced by twisting. And again, that fracture is broken to the side like that. Okay. Non-displaced fracture, bone ends remains in alignment. That's if your finger breaks, it doesn't move. what do we used to call a hair fracture? That's like a hair fracture. Like if you, like I had one, I think right here, where your bone doesn't move, but it's cracked. That's hair fracture. So I just threw those out there because I want y'all to look at those too. Okay, we're not up to muscle skeleton yet. I'm not gonna go over muscle skeleton yet. I said I was gonna do E&M next, but y'all send me an email what y'all want to do, what y'all want to do next. Okay. A couple of definitions. It's 25. I got 5 minutes. CVA, cerebral vascular accident. I'm telling you right now, this was my trouble point because I continued to get cerebral mixed up with cardio. And because they will give you what is CVA. And they're going to give you cardio cerebral vascular. And then they're going to give you cerebral vascular. And then you're going to go blank. I don't know any other way to remember that that is not cardio other than to put it in your book. Put it somewhere in your CPC book so you can know when you get to that question, you're going to breeze through it, okay? So just watch that. Alopecia, I remember that being on the test. Lack of hair, especially on the scalp, which may be partial or total and can occur at any age, okay? I don't know if it's still on it, but I remember that. Debridement, removal of foreign material, necrotic matter, and devitalized tissue from a wound or burn. In my book, there are a lot of medical terminology in there, a lot of medical terms. Read them, get used to them, because there's going to be a lot of this on the test. And in coding, when you start doing the cases, when we actually get up to that, and I'll start kind of just showing you and looking through certain cases, you're going to see how these words play a big role in that. You got to know what they are, you know, before you can code the case. I told you, you literally have to be a doctor. That's why it's like so fascinating. It's like, wow, it's like you envisioning this stuff in your head. Basal cell carcinoma, a slow-growing malignant neoplasm. Benign lesion, a tumor that does not form metastasis and does not invade and destroy adjacent normal tissue. Watch that word metastasis. You could say it in 2 different ways, 3 ways. Metastasized or metastasis. Metastasized is that the cancer is in one spot and it starts creeping around. Watch that. We're going to go over that. I don't have time to go over the whole thing, but metastasize, watch that word. The students used to love when we go over that. Pruritus. Pruritus. Itis, inflammation, relating to itching. Okay, necrosis. Necrosis. Pathologic death of one or more cells or of a portion of tissue or gain resulting from irreversible damage. Necrosis. When you see like, you know, you see a lot of diabetic patients, they get a sore and it starts turning black. That's like necrosis. Oh, this one you're going to see in skin when you start doing burns and stuff. Eschar. Eschar. A thick, crusty covering or slug that develops after thermal or chemical burn or cauterization of the skin. Cauterization is that it's getting cold and it kind of burns your skin. We're going to see that a lot when we do interrogamentary. Epidermis, you know that, the outer layer of the skin. This one might have you flag. I can't even spell it. I can't even read it, but put it in your book. Impetigo. Don't that sound like the other one, the ear infection? That ain't it. So when they give you the answers, that ain't it. This is impetigo. And you're thinking about vertigo. It would make you dizzy, right? Not that one. This is impetigo, a contagious superficial pyoderma. What's pyo? We went over that. It's the nasties, like pus, like these little germies in there. That's what it is. Caused by Staphylococcus aureus. The short word is staph. Or streptococcus, pyogenes, strep. It's really infection. Yeah, we're going to have fun with that one. Get your books. Get your books. Polynodial cyst. Hair containing cyst or sinus in the tissues of the sacrocegal area. You know what that is? The sacrocegal area. Now, most people would say sacrocegal cocegal area. You could say stack. I think that probably would be better. That's in your back. That's like that's on the top of your buttocks. You know where your bone is right here? That's like your sacral right there. I'm sitting up here pointing to it like you can see it. But that's what that is. That's what a polyneosis is. And that's just from hair. Like you have too much hair. It's really like an ingrown hair, but because it's a sacral, it's like back here like that. All right, so that could be a test question. So, you know, be precarious to that. Be precarious to that. I'm not going through this whole thing, but you guys can see there is an abundance. Who's that? Mr. Hardy, he hate that word when I say abundance. I'll say, oh, there's a whole lot of medical terminology and coding and billing that you must know. But guess what? My class is different. It's lifetime. If you don't pass, of course I feel like crap. But it's not me who gets you to pass. It's you who gets you to pass. So don't be talking about Miss Lisa ain't show me this and that. Miss Lisa ain't show me that. Okay, I want to see y'all do it yourself. I'm going to give you the material. Work on it. That don't work. If you still can't retain, we're going to find something else for you to study. Okay? This might be on the test too. What's this? Flex extension. See, that's why I can't do much on YouTube. Y'all can't even see me. I can't even, you know, abduction, you know. That stuff is on the test. I can't really show you all that stuff here. Because, you know, if I was standing up at my board, then I could show you different things. Because a lot of people are visual and how they learn. I can't just be reading stuff and retain it. I'm a visual person. And I'm a type of person, I have to read something over and over. I might be dyslexic or something. I don't know what it is. But I have to read stuff over and over. But trust me, I would get it. I would get it like it's second nature. So, you know, that's how I want you to be. Get it like it's second nature. I'm just looking in the back of this book because we was on the anesthesia. I'm not moving to no other section. I really don't see anything in here that I need to go over on YouTube with you guys. Some of that stuff I need to go over in the classroom or at the sessions, but or one-on-one where you guys are getting stuck at. But wait till we get to the medicine section. I can't go over that because, you know, I'll be on this thing for an hour. Let me tell you something. The medicine section has so many different answers in there to a lot of people's questions that are just regular people that just really want to know, you know, about certain stuff. But that's really all I had for you guys to go over today. So do not forget, purchase the book. Go on my website. I'm going to put this up. Go on the website, purchase the book, email me, whatever you want to do. If you guys got any questions, just let me know. And again, what's in that book is also stuff in there about, you know, opening your own business and different things like that. And I'll put you in the right place depending on what state you live in and how we go about doing it. I mean, it's so many journeys that, you know, we can go on. You know, you just have to pick which one you want to go on. But you got to start your journey, you know. You can't just keep talking about it. I'm gonna, you know. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. My son, you know, my son is my graphic artist. He's creating my label and my logo. He keeps changing it. You know, he got to be a perfectionist. He getting ready to graduate from college. So, you know, so proud of my son, you know. He's the master now, you know. I think this is his last semester. So, you know, he all excited and stuff. So, you know, he got his friend, with his best friend, Anthony. He's a computer whiz. He graduated with his computer something. So, you know, I hope they take that and expand that, you know, and do their own thing. But again, you know, anybody can do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to have what your passion is, you know. Like, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so, you know, I heard Remy bark one time. I'm about to get off of this because she getting ready to go ham. And she was quiet this whole time. So, it is what it is. You know, we're gonna sign off right now. And next time I come on, we're gonna talk about E&M. We're going to talk about E&M. So if you guys find those books cheaper, let me know if you find them cheaper in case somebody else wants to, you know, get in on that. But the 147 for APC, that's the cheapest I've seen it in the 129. But I don't want you to get them, jump in and get them right now. Get my book, That Is Your Beginning. That is your beginning. The rest of that stuff will fall into place. In the sessions, we're going to go by my book anyway. So you don't have to kill yourself and buy a book costing $100-something. That's the purpose of me making a medical billing and code and Q&A book. So you guys don't have to do that. But there are some that want to do that. And again, this is inner city class. You know, this class ain't for the rich. You know, this class is for the people who can do what they got to do. So, you know, I don't expect y'all to do that. As long as I got those new books, you do not have to purchase those books. We're just going to have to play it by ear because we need to get y'all certified. I want to see certified billers, certified coders. Let's get y'all working. So, you know, that's the goal. You know, my goal is to, you know, get people working, you know, in medical billing and coding and let them see what it's all about. So, you know, that's what we want to do. And this is not something that's going to happen overnight. You know, people see your stuff that never did it before. What's that? You got to call me and let me know if it's something that you understand in the book or something that, you know, not clear on you. But I made the book pretty good. So a lot of questions you guys have, you know, is in the book. So I'm 36 minutes in. I'm going to shut this down. Again, this is Lily. I'm signing off. I'll see y'all next time.